I let him know that a friend of mine let me know that one of the hater content creators that's on TikTok was driving up and down my street on a live stream. And she was showing the house, hoping that me, Ken, Chrissy, Dad would come out and she would see us or whatever. And that just made me very uncomfortable. Like, I was not even, like, aware. Like, I was in my room, I was nesting, putting things together for, my room/nursery. And so it was really, like, surprising to me. Because I'm like, what happens if I would have been outside? Like, and I'm, like, alone. I don't know, like, martial arts or anything to, like, protect myself. So I'm completely defenseless alone. So I don't feel in danger, but I don't feel safe.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard recently uploaded a photo of her alongside her stalker. This woman that she alleged to the entire world during season 2 of Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup, saying she feared for her life because this hater/content creator drove by her home and is now uploading photos of her hanging out with Gypsy and her crew. What is up with that? Let's take a look back at what Gypsy said about this content creator and why she would possibly be hanging out with a woman that she alleged to be obsessed with her, a hater, and made her in fear of her life.
Well, hey, listen, so do you actually want me to come get you today? Because I can.
Yeah, I'll just come at like 4.
You feeling okay? You feeling safe?
I didn't hardly sleep last night.
Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah, I'll come get you in a couple hours.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too. Okay, bye. I hate it when she's at home and her parents aren't, and she's just by herself. And a lot of people on the internet, they know her address. It's like almost public information, and you just never know like how unhinged people are going to be. One of her TikTok haters, like that lives nearby, literally drove to her house and like streamed it and filmed her exterior of her house. Like just,
Yeah, about her.
I don't know much about her. She's built a profile and an account on being a hater for Gypsy and just posting all kinds of negative, false bullshit rumors every day and just obsessive. She's 6 months pregnant. She's carrying our child. She's by herself in the middle of nowhere in this house that everyone knows where it is. And, people are crazy.
This creator, well known as Ivory Rose Grows Wild or your woo-woo bestie, has made multiple claims against Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Bree, her friend, saying they drove by her job looking for her, they got her fired, they called the police on her, then they showed up at her father's home. All of these crazy claims. This woman also claims to be from the area and know Gypsy and her family. And she has been very outspoken against Gypsy Rose the entire time. However, it's kind of looking like they've been working together since the beginning.
I already feel uncomfortable kind of like sleeping here and like living here because the address is online. But I never thought that I had a reason to, worry or anything. So last night, like, the wind was kicking really hard, so any rustle of the bushes or anything, I just was like wide awake.
I told her to make a police report. She said, no, I'm not gonna do that either. Like, I'm gonna just set the alarm and I'll be okay. And I said, all right. But then after hearing that she couldn't sleep, that she was so stressed out, now that makes me just, okay, just let me come get you. It's a stress in my chest that I'm feeling right now. Like, hey, would you be opposed to me just coming to get you now?
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, let me just throw some things in my ticket.
Okay. All right. I'll be there in like an hour and 30 or so.
All right, I love you.
Love you. Bye. Oh, we gotta go.
Like, I'm just trying to live my life. Leave me alone. Like, I don't bother anyone. I don't do anything, so why bother me?
Now, this creator has gotten into it a lot with a lot of other Gypsy Rose Blanchard creators. And, people have went back and forth on whether or not Ivory Rose was legit or just looking for drama. And, well, I guess we have our answer. You don't really just go from enemies to besties. I think this picture speaks for itself. Kind of interesting that Gypsy would be hanging out with somebody that she said she was in fear because of their actions. She's so afraid that she had to leave her home. It kind of reminds me of somebody else that she once said she was so afraid of that she had to do certain things. So is Gypsy really to be trusted whenever she says she's in fear of her life? I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation of Gypsy Rose hanging out with her alleged stalker. Do you think they were working together the entire time to make Gypsy look better, have people talking about her? This is a shorter video. Obviously, this was kind of coming out of left field in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people didn't really expect this. I know some have had their suspicions, but when it comes to this whole thing, content creators are always getting into it with each other, so I don't know, but I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Did you ever believe Ivory Rose Grows Wild? There were a lot of people that really followed her and really supported her and felt bad, and they believed that Gypsy was really harassing her. And I know vice versa, there was a lot of Gypsy supporters that believed that Ivory Rose was a danger to Gypsy Rose. So, I guess it's kind of ironic that they both have Rose in their name, but I know this is kind of like an off random video, but I just really had to talk about this because I'm kind of annoyed and I'm frustrated with people that are tricking other people, and it makes sense because they always want to bring the topic to the drama instead of focusing on the actual case.
I was calling to see if I could have a deputy come to my home. Well, there's this girl on TikTok doing stuff, and she was home alone. You have someone that can't defend themselves, and she's pregnant. No, I'm not having it.
But when we've got somebody that's playing both sides, it's an issue. Ivory Rose Grows Wild had recently posted that she was taking a step back away from the Gypsy Rose drama and undergoing like a sort of healing time period where she just didn't want to be messed with. People were cool with it because Ivory Rose constantly made drama videos about Gypsy Rose. She was constantly posting. She blamed them for getting her account banned. I'm sure you guys have heard her story. I know a lot of people don't listen to her just because of her style of content. It's very loud and in your face kind of. But yeah, she made this whole thing. It was constantly tea on the bayou, talking about other creators, this, that, and the other. But apparently these few days of time and healing have led her just to be best friends with Gypsy. That's so crazy. But I think it's even worse for Gypsy to be friends with somebody who she said was a threat to her life and her unborn child. Unless that was all just a storyline for Lifetime, like we kind of all knew she did anyway. As always, drop your comments down below. Don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys on the next one.